Hey guys, it's Alam, and today is the final day of 2020. So, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I built in my Minecraft Creative World this year. And I will not be showing these builds off in chronological order of when I built them. But anyway, let's dive into it. So let's start with this port city that I've been building in the last few weeks. There's a bunch of buildings here that are still unfinished, obviously. But over here we have like a residential area with a bunch of houses. And this building over here is a lighthouse. That was just something. Okay, if you heard that, that was just something on the phone going off. And this over here is the city library building. Let's show off the interior for a little bit. And over here we have even more houses. I worked on some of the interior of this one. There's a chandelier. This is supposed to be a chandelier. I didn't really work much on the bedroom in this one, and that's what that is. Now let's show the interior of this house here. Hey, oh hey. Over here we have like a reading room, a lectern, bookshelves. And over here is the bedroom. Anyway, let's go down into the tower. The basement. And here we have a storage room. And this is supposed to be a kitchen. And just a little garden area. This building here is just another one of those Spanish-style houses that I've been putting in this city, as is this one. And this one. And back here we have a cool little garden area with a water feature, well, some bamboo, and a vegetable field. And over here we have an art shop. So far we only have dyes. And wool and concrete. A blacksmith. This is just what this building is. Got like a chimney here, some magnet. Let's just go take a look at the interior. A little bit. Alright. And this building over here is a home decor shop. Here we have just our custom heads. Over here is supposed to be a candle area. And lamps over here. Okay. Now this big house over here is actually a rough recreation. It's part of a rough recreation of something I saw in a dream that I had on the night of November 21st. Don't ask me how I remember that. So let's take a look at the interior. This one, we got a main entry room. Here. Let's go upstairs. You've got just like another main entry room to the upstairs. Didn't really work much on that. The bedroom is over here. Now we go the other way, we have a reading room. It's another hallway. Let's leave it. And this here is a dining room. I didn't put the ladder here yet. Let's do that right now, actually. Oops. And down here was supposed to be the kitchen, but I obviously didn't work very much on that. Back here is the garden. So far we only have one tree and a few flowers. It's another thing I'm going to work on a little more eventually. Now I still haven't done anything with the bottom floors of the below the bedroom or the reading room in this house. But still, just have a look at all the detail that I put into the exterior of the build. Now it is turning night, so let's go into one of our houses here and sleep the night away. Probably been recording for 5 minutes, so it's almost 6 minutes actually, so it's better, so we better get going. And this building over here is obviously nowhere close to done, but it's actually gonna be a museum. And this is over here is just supposed to be like an entranceway to the city. Oh, and I forgot to show the storage area, which so far only has like 2 or 3 buildings. Yeah, actually it's just 2. I plan to put a 3rd one around here. But back here we have like an ore storage area and some logs lying around. Got a couple of warehouses here. Only did part of an interior of both of them. Yeah, I actually did more work on the interior of this one than the other one over there. Anyway, let's head over to that other building with the redstone dust sign that you might have seen. That is actually supposed to be the Redstone Exploratorium. Let's go in here. Here we have an exhibit showing off how we invert redstone torches. And of course the croc here, so let's replace it. And this one is also supposed to show the functionality of observers. There. Let's turn this off. And this one is a piston concrete wave. Only did a 3x3 one. Here we show off the various uses, couple uses of redstone comparators. And just under a week ago, I built this elevator here, like something I saw in one of those tutorial videos. And this flying machine. Oops, I gotta get behind one of the sea lanterns for it to really work well. Anyway, let's put the obsidian block back here. And quick. There. Let's put this obsidian block back here. Down. Of course, that building's obviously still unfinished. But now let's head over into the custom swamp biome, where we've got some huge mushrooms, just like on the iPad version of the game. Over here, we go into the custom taiga biome, and there's the custom redwood biome. And in the ponds, I use a mix of dirt and clay on the bottom. Put some rocks. I did this little swamp house here that I never finished. God, why have I been leaving so many builds unfinished? Okay. Over here we get into a hillier area. And then on the other side is another pond. And this custom witch hut that I did just a few days ago. And we had our custom heads there to look like potions. And this area is actually meant to resemble the boundary between the birch forest and the swamp in my very old survival world on Minecraft on the iPad that I had back in December 2014 and throughout 2015. And in fact, this entire area of the map is meant to resemble that world. If you've seen some of my very old videos, this area may look a little familiar to you. And then we have this hill over here. Which goes into the mountain biome. This cliff that we worked on. I did this part of the cliff back in April of this year. I did this area here way back in June of last year. And this area, over here, which I showed off in the world tour I did back in July, is actually meant to resemble one of my very first Minecraft worlds I had way back in 2012. The seed on that was 2018783917662492169. Anyway, that's just a mountain village. Now let's head over to the Fantasy Island real quick. That I worked on a little bit this summer to show the custom end that I did. That was the first project I worked on this year. How the game's really lagging. Filling all this stuff in. This here is one of the caves that I worked on in mid-April this year. We'll get to that in a little later. Anyway, where's the Fantasy Island? Where was I working on the Fantasy Island? Oh, it was over this way. Yep. So far, this is the only part of the Fantasy Island that's really finished. And I made trees out of the new blocks that are in the 1.16 update to really look like exotic. And added some huge mushrooms, of course. But anyway, this cave here leads to where I moved the custom end portal to. The top end. And of course I missed the first one here. I didn't change all the obsidian towers. But I did 3 of these. I did 3 custom towers. These custom towers. Which don't have much of an interior, of course. Also added these chorus trees for some decoration. And we'll just let that sign secret off. And we're back in the port city. I showed you at the beginning. Anyway, so let's head back to that main area again. Head all the way. Show the custom Badlands biome that I worked on in March and April. And then there's this canyon that I built near the end of April and the beginning of May. Anyway, now let's head back to the main area. Oh wait, I have another thing to show before I get there. Not that. The custom desert temple. I actually did a video where I was building the interior in late July. Anyway, and I also have another thing to show. That is the custom jungle biome. No, that's not it yet. Oh, there it is. I worked on this throughout May of this year, and just look at the temple that I did too. This is supposed to be a mango tree. And this And this here is supposed to be a palm tree. Anyway, I've been recording for 15 minutes now. So I guess we'll just show a couple more things and then we're done with this video. Oh, the game's really lagging. Anyway, a bit earlier in the video I mentioned how in April I was working on the custom caves in this world. Let's show some now. So down here, down in this cave we've got a room where we have a bunch of stalactites and stalagmites and a column in the middle. But that's actually not the most exciting cave I wanted to show you. That's the one over. That's actually the one over here, where the entrance has this water pool coming from the ocean, and then the water spring here. Still a bunch of torches from when I was working on this. And then down here we've got a room with another water pool and a lot of stalactite and stalagmite, and this column in the middle. Yeah, and right now you can barely see anything. So let's bring out our night vision potion so you can get a better look at this. And just look at this room. And over here we have a little passage that's completely flooded. Some magma blocks. Create some bubbles. And another room. And another room. There. Let's get our night vision because we don't need that anymore. Anyway, guys, that just about wraps it up for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in 2021.